Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Commack High School commencement ceremony. Would you all please rise to greet the class of 2026? Mr. Shiner, the processional, please. Graduates and guests, please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, which will be signed by Isabel Aronoff. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and join us as the national anthem is performed by Commack High School's vocal ensemble under the direction of Mrs. Wendy Franconis. The anthem will be signed by Kylie Chute. Would the senior members of the choir please join the underclassmen members at the front? Thank you. Will you all please be seated? Mr. Huber and members of the Board of Education, Dr. Cox and members of the Central Office and District Administration, Ms. Lippenholtz and the members of the Building Administration, faculty, staff, families, friends, and the graduates of the class of 2026. Welcome to Commack High School's commencement ceremony. Graduates, yeah, let's go. Set the tone. Graduates, as you congregate for the last time, take this opportunity to remember the experiences that have helped you become the success you are today. To reflect on her experiences in this light, it is my pleasure to introduce one of our two honored speakers from the class of 2026, Madeline Martufi.
Good evening. I am honored to speak tonight as an academic leader. On this day of accomplishment and celebration, I want to thank the friends and family in attendance tonight. Your support means the world to us. When looking back on my high school career, an abundance of memories come to mind. Standout events like homecoming, battle of the classes, and prom linger vividly. But upon further reflection, I am reminded of the countless hours spent doing homework and studying. I, like many of my classmates, am all too familiar with an infinitely long to-do list, index cards scattered across my desk, and a concerned warning from my parents to get enough sleep. Whether you loathed or secretly enjoyed the grind, it now feels like a distant memory of mental perspiration. So, what does this lead to? Whether or not you've pushed yourself academically with a specific degree or career in mind, how can we be sure that our efforts turn out to be as we plan? What is the value in the past 4 years of education? I cannot speak for every student here, but I can offer you my perspective and experience. I entered high school wanting a career related to music or dance. Now, I am excited to pursue a degree in health science on the pre-medical track. A high school career is often described as a linear path of growth, but for me, this was never the case. Rather, my interests develop exponentially across subjects. My love for the arts expanded alongside my passion for biology, as did my appreciation of history and literature. I quickly learned that there are boundless realms of knowledge to discover, and each combination of interests produces a unique awareness and interpretation of the world. But still, why are all of these topics so important to learn about? Why did we, and why must we continue to adjust our understanding of everything that surrounds us? This is one question I feel I can answer thanks to the incredible teachers I've had over the years. Each class we take presents a set of principles, questions, and phenomena that we can apply to our own lives. For example, how do we relate to those with completely different experiences and opinions? We read books to hear another individual's perspective and learn foreign languages to communicate with them. We study math to identify and analyze patterns in our world. We study fine arts so that we can utilize our creativity and express our most complex emotions. We study history and the institutions around us to understand past failures and recognize when they are present in our own world. It is incredibly necessary to investigate beyond what is presented to us at face value and analyze the history of our cultures, government, and society. I personally feel that it is our responsibility to question the actions and character of leaders in our country, and now, more than ever, we must study the Constitution to protect ourselves and our neighbors from the abuses of corruption. All this to say that we learn and we study to participate in our world. When we understand ourselves and each other, when we can identify why, the reasons we do what we do, our experiences as humans are enriched and we can better connect with others. Whether you are about to enter the workforce, the military, or are attending college, continuing to educate yourself however you see fit is vital to ensure that you are never ideologically frozen and are always challenging yourself and your worldviews. The more you know, the greater the impact you can make. The knowledge that we have gained, however trivial it may seem now, is necessary to our future success. Graduates, today we celebrate what we have achieved as learners, but know that it is not the end of learning. If we ask our family and friends looking at us right now with pride, they know that the most important learning never stops. Thanks to our hard work, what we have learned in high school will carry us far in life, and we have infinite potential to go even further and make our loved ones even prouder. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. And now I would like to call to the stage the president of the class of 2026, Kyla Gruber. And also ask our assistant principal, Mrs. Andrea Allen, to step forward for some important acknowledgments.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2026, I have the honor of presenting both our class gift and advisor gifts tonight. Before I present our class gift, I just wanted to thank my classmates for trusting me to be your president for the past 4 years. It truly has been an amazing experience, and I will forever treasure our memories we've made together. Our class gift this year is a set of solid fiberglass umbrellas labeled We Are CHS for the tables in the courtyard. We wanted to leave behind something that future students can enjoy every day. The courtyard is a place where students gather to study, hang out with friends, and make memories. We hope that these umbrellas will make a place students can enjoy even on sunny days.
Thank you, Kyla. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and students of Commack High School, it is my honor to accept this gift from the class of 2026. Thank you for all of your generosity and thoughtfulness. As we celebrate this moment, it's important to recognize the people who helped make it all possible. The class of 2026 advisors, Ms. Jessica Rieger and Mr. Sean Prahalis. Every class is supported by class advisors, and their role is invaluable. They serve as mentors, organizers, and advocates, guiding students through the many milestones of high school, from coordinating events to offering support behind the scenes. Their dedication helps shape the heart of each graduating class. Unfortunately, Mr. Prahalis cannot be with us this evening. On his behalf and her own, Ms. Rieger, please join us on the stage for the presentation of a special thank you gift from the class of 2026.
Ms. Rieger, over the past 4 years, you and Mr. Prahalis have been so much more than just advisors. You have helped organize events and answer endless questions, but most importantly, you formed genuine relationships with each and every one of us on the class board. From the early mornings and late nights spent preparing for float nights and hallway nights, to Spirit Weeks, fundraisers, and planning countless events, the two of you were always there for us, no matter how busy you were. High school is made up of thousands of moments, and so many of those moments would not have been possible without the two of you, your dedication, patience, and love for our class. When it came time to choose a gift, we knew that we wanted it to be meaningful, because a simple thank you could never fully express how grateful we are. We wanted something that reflected not only everything you have done for us, but also the relationships that we have built over the past 4 years. We put together a canvas with pictures from the past 4 years, a video filled with messages from all of us, and a gift card as a small token of our appreciation. These gifts represent more than just our gratitude. They represent 4 years of memories, laughter, support, and a bond that extends far beyond the title of advisor. Ms. Rieger and Mr. Prahalis, thank you for always showing up for us, believing in us, and making our time here so special. The impact that you've had on our lives will stay with us long after we graduate, and we hope you know just how much you truly mean to all of us. We are incredibly lucky to have had you by our side throughout this journey, and we will never forget everything you have done for the class of 2026. Please join me in giving our incredible advisors, Ms. Rieger and Mr. Prahalis, a huge round of applause.
Graduates and guests, it is my honor to introduce to you the Superintendent of the Commack School District, Dr. Jordan Cox.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the Board of Education, esteemed administrators, staff, proud parents, loving grandparents, cherished family members, supportive friends, and above all, let's hear it for the class of 2026. Parents and families, I know today is an emotional day. Graduation is one of those moments that reminds us how quickly time passes. As the parents of twin juniors in high school, I can hardly believe that in just 1 year, they too will be graduating. And watching your children walk across this stage today is a reminder of how incredibly fast these years go by. Time doesn't just fly, it sprints. To my seniors, today marks a milestone in your lives. You stand on the edge of a new journey, filled with knowledge, shaped by experiences, and fueled by your dreams. And as I thought about what advice to share with you this year, my eyes landed on something simple, small, and often overlooked: a packet of seeds. A seed may seem unremarkable. It's small, fragile, and doesn't do much on its own. But hidden inside is infinite potential. And in that moment, I realized a seed is the perfect metaphor for where you are right now. A seed will remind you, start small, but dream big. Your journey doesn't have to begin with grandeur. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need every answer today. What matters is planting yourself in the right place, taking root in your values, and nurturing the small opportunities that come your way. The smallest actions, hard work, kindness, perseverance, can grow into something extraordinary. A seed will remind you, be patient as you grow. Growth takes time. Even the tallest sunflower or the most colorful wildflower didn't bloom overnight. There will be days when it feels like nothing is happening. You'll wonder if your efforts are making a difference. But if you keep showing up, tending to yourself, and staying true to your goals, the results will come beautifully in their own time. A seed will remind you, reach for the sun even through obstacles. Sometimes soil will be rocky, sometimes the rain will feel too heavy. Life will throw challenges at you. But like a seed breaking through the soil, you too can rise above and reach for your own light. And along the way, you may inspire others to do the same. A seed will remind you, spread your uniqueness wherever you go. No two flowers bloom the same. No two paths are identical. Celebrate the individuality, embrace your strengths, and share your gifts with the world. You were planted in a special place, right here in Commack, surrounded by people who care about you. And now it's your turn to bloom and make your mark. Seniors, underneath your chair, you'll find a small gift from me, a packet of wildflower seeds. It's a simple gift, but I hope it serves as a reminder. Plant it, nurture it, watch it grow, and let it remind you that your life is full of potential, waiting to blossom in ways you can't yet imagine. Class of 2026, we are so proud of all that you have accomplished, and we can't wait to see the incredible ways you will bloom in the years ahead. So go out there, plant your dreams, grow strong, bloom big, and brighten the world around you. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Cox. Graduates, it is now my pleasure to welcome our honored speaker from the class of 2026. Please welcome Jordan Gleit.
I used to always look forward to the next thing. I never took time to really cherish the moment. Days, weeks, and even months would go by, yet I was always focused on tomorrow. One thing that I learned over this past year is that we can't live for tomorrow. all we can truly experience is now. October 2nd, 2025, 9:03 p.m. I just finished studying for a math test at the library with a friend. I was driving at a reckless speed northeastbound on Vanderbilt Parkway. I drove around the car in front of me, then quickly switched back into the lane to avoid oncoming traffic. I lost control of my car going around a curve and went straight into the woods. This one careless decision changed my life and could have ruined the lives of others. It may be natural to want to forget what I experienced during my senior year, but what I really want to speak to you all about is gratitude. On a day like today, when everyone is reflecting, I want to expand a little bit on the accident because I'm grateful for what it taught me. I didn't think it was real. While the car was still moving, the airbag blocked my vision as I pressed as hard as I could against the steering wheel. When the car stopped, the driver's side door was blocked and the entire passenger side was on fire. I knew I needed to get out as quickly as possible and look forward. I saw branches and leaves in front of me very clearly and realized the windshield had flown off. I climbed over the dashboard and through the front of my car. My friend in the car behind me had pulled over and was screaming my name. I screamed back to let him know I was okay and stumbled out of the woods. I used his phone to give my mother the scariest phone call she could have received that night. Within minutes, police cars, a fire truck, and an ambulance came. I was taken to Good Samaritan Hospital and stayed overnight. I fractured my nose, a rib, and bruised my lung. But these physical injuries were nothing compared to the mental struggle I endured over the next 6 months. By the end of October, I'd reached the darkest place I'd ever known. Every day felt like a burden that I had to painfully endure. I just looked forward to the next time I could sleep and not feel the tightness in my chest. When I looked in the mirror, I looked the same, but internally, I was always at war. I knew I couldn't endure this much longer. I didn't want to believe that I needed help and was trying to hide my circumstances from everyone. Finally, after conversations with my mother, I decided that therapy would be the best step for me. This required accountability and putting my ego aside for what would help me the most. Through this, one word that I hold with me every day and want to share with you all is gratitude. Gratitude is not as simple as many people think. It requires a shift in perspective and a genuine appreciation for all that you've experienced. Although I can simply apply to my story as thankfulness for surviving, gratitude holds a much deeper meaning in my heart. And yes, it may sound strange, but I would like to say that I'm truly grateful for what those 6 months taught me. Yes, it involves suffering, but through this pain, I was able to learn so much about myself. I learned about my resilience, perseverance, and willingness to keep going despite feeling completely lost internally. I learned to celebrate the small wins, like attending a full day of school, saying no to things that didn't serve me, and not allowing every negative thought to control me. Though I'm still unsure of many things, my perspective has shifted. I learned that you don't need to know what's going to happen tomorrow because the present day is all you can experience. This includes your relationship with your family, friends, and most importantly, yourself. Be grateful for the people and experiences that shape you. Love each moment of the day because you'll never get it back. Wake up and smile that you've been blessed with another opportunity. What I want to leave you all with is knowledge that you're not alone in your struggles. At times, it may feel overwhelming. You may want to give everything up. You may want to roll into a ball and cry. And it's okay to feel like this. But what you must know is that this is only temporary. These tough days will pass and better ones will come. Life is full of highs and lows, and it's important to have gratitude through them all. Celebrate all you've accomplished and take the time to be present despite the uncertainty of the future. Spend time with the people who you care about, and most importantly, start enjoying the gift of life while you have it. Thank you, Commack, for 4 years of transcendent learning, opportunity, and growth. Class of 2026, stay true to yourself, cherish every moment, and never take a single day for granted. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jordan. And now, to officially present the class of 2026, it is my honor to call to the podium the principal of Commack High School, Ms. Carrie Lippenholtz.
One of my favorite movies is Inside Out. In fact, I beg my kids to watch it with me all the time. Sometimes they're willing participants. Most of the time, they are not. For those of you who may not have seen it, Inside Out tells the story of 5 personified emotions that help guide a young girl through life's challenges. But most of the most memorable ideas in the movie is the concept of core memories. Those rare, glowing moments that become part of who we are. They're the experiences that shape us, teach us, and stay with us long after they've passed. There are moments in education that become core memories too. This year, one of those moments happened at our annual hallway night when the class of 2026 handed each administrator a jar filled with your handwritten memories of the last 4 years. As I read through those memories, I realized something powerful. Over the last 4 years, you haven't just been making memories. You have been becoming the people you are today. In Inside Out, core memories create what are called islands of personality, the things that define who we are. Looking out at the class of 2026, I see how each of you has spent your time at Commack High School building your own unique islands. Some of you built an island of athletics, spending hours on fields, courts, and tracks, learning discipline and resilience. Some built an island of creativity through music, theater, and art, learning to share your voice and bringing stories to life. Some built an island of leadership through clubs and service, showing what it means to be caring and speaking up for others. And many built islands through hard work in the classroom, acting as brave risk takers, or simply finding a balanced way to learn who you are. Each island is different. Each island matters. But here is the thought that really stuck with me. Even in a school as large as ours, those islands never stood alone. They were connected. They were connected by every Spirit Week, every homecoming, every game where the student section was packed, every performance where you showed up to support each other, and every single moment where you chose to participate, not because you had to, but because you cared. From those connections, it all comes back to the simple phrase, we are CHS. Those words have never meant that we are all the same. They mean that we belong to one another. They mean that our individual strengths become something unstoppable when they are united in a community. When I looked into my jar and reflected on my own core memories with the class of 2026, I saw just how strong our connection really is. I read about our trips upstate to support our state champion soccer teams. I thought about hosting a leadership conference that brought hundreds of students together from across Suffolk County. I remembered the simple, everyday conversations in the hallways, the meetings in my office, and most recently, the great time we had together at the senior barbecue. By themselves, these may seem like small moments. Together, they tell the story of a class that built something far greater than a school year. You built the very definition of what it means to say, we are CHS. As we celebrate the final step in your high school journey, the reality sets in that this chapter is ending. The halls you have walked for the past 4 years will soon belong to another class. The schedules and routines that have felt so familiar to you will change. The people you see every day will no longer be the ones sitting on this field with you. But herein lies the beauty of core memories. They don't stay behind. You take them with you. The moments that made you laugh, cry, grow, fail, succeed, and persevere, they become part of who you are. And they become the foundation you will stand on as you step into the world and begin building new islands. In the chapters ahead, you will build an island of independence, an island of career and ambition, and new islands of friendship and adventure. And whenever you feel lost or uncertain on those new shores, all you have to do is look back at the core memories you made here. Commack didn't just prepare you for the future, it has become a part of who you are. Before you walk off this field this evening, do one last thing for me. Take a moment and look around. Look at your classmates. Look at your teachers. Look at your families. Take it all in. Because tonight, you are filling your jars with one last core memory of your time at Commack High School. And that memory will be one you return to years from now to think about where your journey began. Class of 2026, thank you for filling our jars, filling each other's jars, and filling this community with countless unforgettable memories. The island you built together is complete, not because your story is finished, but because it is time to build a new one. Tonight, this island becomes a core memory. Tomorrow, it becomes a foundation. Now, go build the next one. Congratulations to the class of 2026. As principal of Commack High School, I now declare that the students seated before me have met all requirements of New York State Board of Regents and hereby certify their diploma as evidence of this completion. Mr. Huber, I formally present to you Commack High School's class of 2026. Congratulations. However, before we actually present the diplomas to our Graduates, we're excited this evening to confer 2 honorary diplomas on behalf of Commack High School. It is my privilege to present Ms. Sue Hermer and Mr. Matthew Keltos a token of our gratitude and respect, and a lasting reminder you will always be a part of our Commack community. So please, Ms. Hermer and Mr. Keltos, please come join me up here. Ms. Hermer has been an impactful member of the Board of Education. During her tenure, she has been a strong advocate for all students in the Commack community and has seen programs grow and flourish under her leadership. Thank you, Ms. Hermer, for everything you have done. Mr. Keltos has dedicated the last 33 years to Commack schools, serving in numerous leadership roles. Through his relationship-centered approach, he has impacted the lives of literally thousands of students and families. It is no exaggeration to say that Commack would not be what it is today without him. Congratulations, Ms. Hermer and Mr. Keltos. At this time, I call to the podium for the purpose of accepting the class of 2026 Board of Education President, Mr. Gus Huber.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this special day. It's special because we gather together, administrators, teachers, family, and friends, this wonderful event to celebrate these young men and women before us, collectively known as the class of 2026. They say high school friends are the friends that you have for life. And whether it was someone you randomly sat next to in class on your first day in 9th grade, or someone you met on a sports team or a school club, perhaps in the chorus, the orchestra, or the band, maybe even on stage in one of the many theater productions. Or maybe it was the person with a locker right next to yours simply because your last names were alphabetically close. Regardless, these are some of the people you will be separating from as you graduate and head off on your own way. And I'm sure that you're going to hear from people, don't worry, you'll make new friends, as if that's an easy thing to do. So I want to share with you an experiment that I recently heard about. It was conducted by a child psychologist on infants ages 6 months to 10 months. And these infants were shown a video involving 3 shapes. It was a circle, a square, and a triangle. And at first, the circle was depicted as trying to climb up a hill before sliding back down over and over again. And at some point, a square came out, and at the bottom of the hill, it helped the circle up, almost reaching the top. But just as it was about to reach the top, a triangle would appear at the top of the hill and push the circle back down. The infants viewed this video several times, and they were removed from the room. And then later that day, the psychologist met with the children and presented them with a triangle and a square on a tray and said to them, go ahead, take one. And without hesitation, almost all of the children reached for the square. I share this because it demonstrates that even at a very young age, we are able to identify those relationships that are positive, appealing, and beneficial to us, as well as those that are negative, aversive, and harmful. And as graduates moving on in search of new relationships, I thought it might be helpful to highlight some of the players out there and perhaps offer some guidance in this area. First, there is the dreaded triangle. And we've all experienced some triangles in our lives. Perhaps at times we've been a triangle for others. The triangles are people who tend to put us down when we need to be lifted up. They place obstacles in our way when we're attempting to accomplish something good. and they often distract us from our desired goals. Triangles offer little to no support to you when you really need some encouragement and inspiration. The good thing is that we also have some squares in our lives, and these people are easy to identify. These are your loving and caring family members and the friends we spoke about earlier. They're the ones who we have great affection for, the individuals we aspire to be like and want to be around, and the more, the merrier. They always seem to be positive, helpful, caring, and supportive. And then finally, we have the circle. Like when you're working on a group project and there's that one kid who does all the work on their own without contributing, or perhaps even the one who does nothing at all and ends up getting the same grade that you got. I think at some point we've all been a circle in our lives. The circle can be stubborn, independent, self-sufficient. Someone who doesn't work well with others and strives to achieve and accomplish things on their own, only to realize how really difficult it is to make it up the hill by themselves. This self-determined individual rarely, if ever, asks for help, despite experiencing setbacks, failures, and frustrations. So it was with these three geometric shapes in mind that I'd like to offer the class of 2026 some relationship advice as you leave Commack and make your way into the world. Number one, don't be a triangle. And don't let triangles into your life. Recognize them as someone who does not have your best interests in mind and stay far away, because triangles don't play nice with others. And don't be a circle. Trust that others can help you along the way and be thankful for their assistance. There's no shame in relying on others, listening to different points of view, and changing your mind. The goal is to be the best you possible and recognize that you don't have to do that alone. And then finally, the most important thing I'd like to share with you today is to be a square and surround yourself with as many squares as possible. And know that your kindness, your compassion for others, your charitable deeds, your positive attitude will be appealing to others. And that will get you more likes and more followers in real life than on any social media platform. Simply put, being a square will provide you with the joy, the prosperity, and success that we hope you experience in life as you leave Commack High School. So congratulations and Godspeed to the class of 2026. And at this point, it is my honor as the President of the Board of Education to present to you and to recognize the graduating class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Huber. Graduates, it is now time for you to step forward so that your diplomas may be presented. Mr. Richard Suchapar and I will do the honors. With the first row of graduates, please rise.
Kyla Sarah Gruber. Noah Sokol. Sophie Denson. Dylan Harrison Fine. Caden Jocks. Jake Peter Dickerson. Jordan Gleit. Madeline Elizabeth Martufi. Joshua Abensetz. Fariza Abedin. Kevin William Abrams. Keith August Abruzzo. Jacob Ian Abzug. Charles Lewis Ackerman III. Daniel Adcock. Alexa Edelman. Jack Aglietti. Lily Ahmed. Taim Ahmed. Kenzie Michelle Albano. Ryan Joshua Albert. Anastasia Alexitos. Charlotte Rose Alaperti.
Nicholas Kaparakos. Daniel Jacob Menkis. Lauren DiUlio. Luke Stephen Thayer. Jessica Sloan Greenberg. Isabel Aronoff. Kylie Shute. Gwendolyn Karis Amatuli. Alexis Ambizas. Alexander Michael Amasano. Summer Alexis Amram. Christina Marie Angus. Sadie Olivia Arfin. Drew Argilla. Jonathan Santiago Argueta. Alex Joseph Arazonis. Alessia Juliana Arone. Gianna Carolina Arone. Emerson Atkin. Cody Avenia. Daniel Avrash. Hassan Aiden.
Zainab Sana Baber. Samantha Marissa Baccarella. Ferenc Alejandro Baji. Melina Cheyenne Bahadur. Leanne Bott. Salim Taha Bakalbasholu. Thomas Bailey. Christopher James Bannon Jr. Loika Betsai Baptiste. Sebastian Barantes. Ryan Barry. Mia Bestone. Joshua Bader. Anastasia Paraskevi Benis. Andrew Bergman. Charisse Iris Bernadas. Saswati Bhattacharya. Mariam Bibi. Alyssa Rose Blair. Ethan Trey Blatt. Jacob Bleckman.
Faye Bly. Ornella Bly. Sam Ellis Block. Zachary Mason Bloom. Wyatt Ernest Bodie. Logan Thomas Bore. Vanessa Marie Brandy. Gabriella A. Brown. Jalen Anne-Marie Brunn. James John Bruska. Adam Bukta. Ryan Michael Bush. Boris E. Caceres. Annabella Marie Cafferone. Jalen Can. Noah Justin Kaplan. Sophia Corrado. Owen M. Carpenter. Austin Ryan Casano. Jason Carmine Cavallo Jr. Jacob James Chigaris. Katerina Haniotakis.
Anush Charkian, Ruma Chaudhry, Sabine Chima, Jongyu Chen, Dennis John Chiarenza, Anthony Albert Chacho, Jonathan Cirillo, Jaslyn Clowen, Riley Cohen, Casey Rose Colombo, Anthony Conforti, James Conlon, Ryan Gregory Connolly, Thomas Henrik Conover, Victoria Consalves, Ashlyn Ryan Conti, Michael Darren Cook, Brendan William Cooper, Sarah Cortez, Valeria Cortez, Camila Sofia Corti, Michael Kevin Cotto,
Sadie Cowan, Eliza Marie Krakow, Alessandro Cristiano, Marabella Cuccia Giordano, Ella Marina Colhane, Jack Curran, Logan A. Curry, Brandon Joshua Damus, Ronan Anthony D'Amico, Chase DeAndrea, Vincent D'Angelo, Georgios Danginis, Ryan Joseph Daniels, Adriana De Leon, Francesco John Delio, Grace Calliope Dimakopoulos, Luke Anthony DiNapoli, Alessandra Faith DiStefano, Onyx DeVivo, Aiden Joseph DePrima, Madison Ashley DiBartolo, Joel DeCarlo, Luca Mario DeJanic,
Casey Dillman, Ava Susan DeMoro, Alexander Dimitratos, Caesar George Dinka, Holly Elizabeth Dinda, Michelle Ding, Jordan Olivia Dreyer, Christina Duplessis, Jesse Lex Dudzinski, Maya Karishma Dutta, Catherine Shea Edwards, Sophia Faith Efthemiou, Robert Michael Elferis, Alyssa Marie Elwood, Justin Ross Elsner, Matthew Engabin, Joseph Farman, James Fasano, Jessica Vivian Fine, Ryder Feinblatt, Alex Fenchek, Isabel Figueroa, Michaela Marie Fisher, Gabriella Talia Fishkin,
Brody Patrick Flood. Eric Florentino. Ryan Flynn. Haley Grace Ferrangi. Mia Franey. Emily Fraser. Jamie Nicole Freiberg. Aiden Michael Galway. Philip Thomas Gambino. Ariana Nina Gangiadino. Jake Jarina. Jacob Germazian. Samantha Angelina Gianelli. Melania Gill. Rebecca Danielle Gillen. Charlie Gil-Martin. Gabriel Alejandro Giraldo. Jake Andrew Gergis. Jack Ciro Jouet. Anton Alexeyevich Ginelitsky. Lindsay Emma Goldman.
Jay Goldner. Justin Daniel Gomez. Julia Dylan Gordon. Emily Lauren Graber. Paul Graff. Maria Cristina Grande. Natalia Marie Gerbic. Jake Ian Greenbaum. Juliana Rose Gregory. Jayla Alicia Grice. Raylene Elena Grice. Ariella Nicolette Grinberg. Alyssa Grippy. Johan Garia. Chloe Jean Ha. Kyla June Hall. Kenneth John Halverson Jr. Jack Hanratty. Leanne Elizabeth Haddam. Kyle Hayes. Gabriella Rebecca Hecht.
Blake Heimink. Allison Hernandez. Tiffany J. Hernandez. Teresa Ann Mary Hubner. Maximus Hudzinski. Ryan Joseph Honigman Jr. Brooke Mackenzie Hofer. Robert Andrew Holland. Braden Holtz. Max Shu. Andrew Hulasia. Caitlin Grace Humecki. Ayan Hussein. Stephen Iannicello. Bryce Toby Infald. Luca Innocenzi. Ryan Islam. Alexandra Marie Izzo. Juliet Jackson. Jalen Jean-Louis. Emily Sumin Jong. Kyle William Johnson. Olivia Marie Johnson. Hassel Josen. Talia Marie Urick.
Felicity Violet Justich. Francesco Justinsik. Mason Justice. Alexandra Kamel, Isabella Grace Katz, Callie Evelyn Kaufman, Justin Lewis Cahan, Peyton Keene, Adam Kelly, Samia Ashma Khan, Amy Kim, Christina Kim, Joshua Kim, Ella Michelle Kinhackle, Dean Russell Kirschbaum, Addison Ford Kleiman, Amelia Ford Kleiman, Jordana Starr Koffler, Samara Addy Kolodny, Ava Elizabeth Kolomechuk, Elena Kong, Connor James Kovacs, Alexa Ray Crow,
Connor Joseph Lacey, Alexis Michelle LeMay, Alexander Spiridon Lambrinos, Anthony J. Landaverde, Allegra Marie Larson, Gabrielle Lauren Lasher, Bianca Lee, Dylan Lee, Irene Lee, Jack Lennon, Camilo Leon Jimenez, Danny H. Levine, Daniel Lynn, Jerry Lynn, Royu Leo, Daniel Leonardo Lopez, Isabella Henriette Marie Lopez, Carissa Jolie Lugaris, Nicholas Michael Lusardi, Rafael Macapalos, Jonathan Christian Mayo,
Pak Hai Ethan Mann, Lily Jane Mangan, Hayden Elizabeth Manganello, Michaela Manzi, Kevin Ritas Mariocious, Melanie Lynn Masia, Colette Massandrea, Ann Matthew, Jenna Madison Maxwell, Mia Erin McBrien, Kaylee Emma McCann, Caitlin McCreesh, Daniel John McDonough, Luke McDonough, Callum John McGuigan, Vansh Mera, Michael Christopher Mealy, Brandon Paul Miller, Sarah Ruth Milner, Alex Mirabili, Alexandra Mitnick, Elena Mitsanikos, Tommy Mitsanikos,
Adam Modak, Alexandra Ray Monell, Felicia Vita Monteleone, Belinda Maracho, Emma Grace Morse, Jacob Morse. Jonathan David Moya Tavares. Samantha Rose Mullenbrook. Krish Mukherjee. Carly Grace Mulheron. Gerson Munera. Jamie Munch. Jackson A. Murray. Gufran Mustafa. Sophia Elizabeth Nasitze. Avery Morgan Newman. Kaylee Tien Nguyen. Sophia Grace Niebling. Jelena Carmen Nocella. Ryan Nunes. Julia T. Oberlender. Braden Anthony O'Boyle. Matthew Edward O'Brien.
Alexander Daniel Ost. Michelle Okonovich. Killian O'Malley. Medina O'Markel. Ryan O'Neill. Daniel Okochukwu Onagu. Brendan Joseph Opasic. Nicholas Dodson Osborne. Amanda Jane Pace. Giovanna Palazzo. Elizabeth Luciana Palmenteri. Sion Pan. Michael Paperno Jr. Julia Nicole Parisi. Arban Parlaku. Shemislav Pas. Panayoti Passaportis. Joseph Passarella. Bianca Barbara Pazel. Alyssa Patain. Kruti Patel. Angelina Perez. Rebecca Marie Perez Caminero.
Bradley Mason Perry. Samantha Jessipina Petraglia. Michael Petrizzo. Ryan James Petrone. Alexander James Petrosino. Brady Piron. Aiden James Parachi. Anthony Pishota. Ariana Pizzuto. Ava Prestia. Jane Prestiano. Martin Cress Radner. Thomas Anthony Ramirez. Eric William Ramos. Sophia Irene Randazzo. Zara B. Ralphie. Leo Racine. Sebastian Miguel Reyes. Emma Addison Resnick. Paige Rhodes. Stephanie Shea Ricciardi Gray. Vittorio Michael Ricco.
Jared Xavier Richards. Madison Nicole Ritter. Anasia Robinson. Grace Isabel Rodriguez. Emmanuel Rodriguez Estrada. Joseph Rodriguez, Nicole Lee Romer, Lauren Chelsea Rosenthal, Amanda Sackstein, Taha Mohammed Sadiq, Olivia Maria Sadlak, Aiden Eva Saeed, Dawood Saeed, Hasib Safi, Ethan Hunter Salty, Austin Jeffrey Salzberg, Olivia Madison Santiago, Rainiel Terrence Santos, Sarah Anna Savona, Andrew Schaefer, Ryan Edward Schalk,
Jack Dennis Schilling, Julia Rose Chiotis, Kayla Brooke Schoenberg, John Michael H. Shopman, Cameron Schramm, Kate Millie Schweitzer, Jack William Scott, Jake Seelback, Miggerwood Sever, Lexi Brooke Shapir, Anthony Lawrence Shee, Sophia Paige Sievers, Dylan Silverman, Michael Simon, Samantha Ann Simpson, Samantha Skaggs, Ryan Mary Skinner, Kaylee Marie Slogat, Chase Michael Sokolowski, Gianna Nicole Solch,
John Somo, Jordan Riley Stein, Tyler Stevens, Brian Neil Sasinski, Kevin John Sasinski, Alana Marie Svensson, Terencia Stephanie Sylvester Paul, Rebecca Renee Tabares, Joshua Andy Tao, Justin Taylor, Jamie Turan, Jason Michael Thomas, Nicholas Jonah Kai Thomas, Stephen Douglas Tyne, Daniel Charles Topher, Haley Elizabeth Torres, Blaze Tranquina, Mia Grace Trinchetto, Sebastian Troncoso, Alexa Trotta, Sarah Elizabeth Sapanarius, Michael Tuccillo, Perla Virginia Tsoi,
Michael Umili, Anthony Gabriel Urso, Frank Vaba, Ronald Caden Valinati, Simone Ann Varghese, Christian Vincent Velasquez, Bayon Valiva, Barbara Volanakis, Jack James Volpe, Peter James Voss, Sarah Blake Wagenberg, Megan R. Walsh. Daniel Wang. Caitlin Welsh. Tyler Wilhelm. Hunter M. Worthman. Andy Wu. Matthew Yee. Molly Isabella Young. Michael Max Zolewski. Maria Zarafopoulou. Ava Grace Zizadoro. We're almost there. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to offer our appreciation for the members of our graduating class who will be serving their country in the military and armed services. Please stand to be recognized at this time. And please join me in a community sigh for a few short moments so I can take this opportunity to thank the many people who have made this day so special. Thank you to Mr. Brett Malamud for documenting this momentous occasion with his beautiful photography. Special thanks to Mrs. Elise Pulliam, Mr. Brett Malamud, Mr. Paul Giordano, Ms. Laura Rizzo, and the MIS staff. Please join me in a hearty round of applause for a man who has spent 30 years, often behind the scenes, making events like these so special for the Commack community. This is Mr. Bill Patterson's last event at Commack High School. Let's wish him the best in his retirement. Thank you to the members of the Scholar Athlete Leadership Club and their advisors, Ms. Jackie Clark and Mrs. Annie Black, for their tremendous assistance with graduation, Mr. Richard Suchapar and Mrs. Holly Belisari, Dr. Michael Jaworski, Mr. John Michael Mayali, for all their behind-the-scenes work. Thank you to Dr. Philip Sicione for going literally above and beyond during our ceremony. And I am an English teacher, so I do mean literally. Thank you to Mr. Frank Palapoli, Mr. Roger Mercer, and Mr. James Trial, and Buildings and Grounds and Maintenance Departments for their hard work in creating our beautiful stage and setup for today. Mr. Mike Litorello and Mr. Mark Caruso and the high school custodial staff, whose effort has also made this day possible. Mr. Lawrence McAllister and Mr. Bill Downey and the security staff for their tireless efforts in keeping our ceremony dignified and safe. A special thank you to our faculty chaperones, faculty security staff, and our senior class advisors, Ms. Jessica Rieger, and Mr. Sean Prahalis for leading this wonderful graduating class. Big thank you to our main office and guidance clerical staff, especially Mrs. Fern Waxberg. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Shiner and Mrs. Wendy Franconis, for their musical direction. Thank you to our district and high school administration and the Board of Education for all of their support. Last but certainly not least, a very special thank you to Dr. Cox, Mr. Huber, Mrs. Lippenholtz, and especially Mrs. Andrea Allen for their leadership and support in preparing our graduation ceremony. To all these individuals, we applaud your tireless effort and dedication. Graduates, will you please rise? Will you, the members of the class of 2026, please signify your graduation with the traditional turning of the tassel? After 4 years, you have earned this great moment. It is time to make those caps fly. While their flights may be limited, may your futures never be. And now, would the parents, friends, and families please rise and join the newest alumni of Commack High School. Mr. Shiner, the recessional, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commack High School class of 2026.